Hello, today we're discussing the article titled What the Rise of AI Influencers Means for Marketers. My name is Maria.
Jaylene de Leon.
My name is Lincoln.
We'll be presenting an overview of how AI generated influencers are changing the marketing industry and in a long term, what does it mean for brands. The summary of this article is explaining that AI influencers are completely virtual. AI generated personalities created by brands to promote products and services. So AI influencers are fully controlled by companies. They don't age, they don't make mistakes, or even get involved in scandals. So essentially, they represent an ideal and perfectly managed brand image. They can also produce unlimited content and personalized messaging at a scale that even humans can do. So making them highly efficient as a marketing tool. So according to this article, 76% of consumers trust virtual influencers' product recommendations, and the 68% allow them to influence their purchase decisions. So additionally, major brands like Hyundai and L'Oreal, they have reported a strong engagement and significant return on investment from using those AI influencers. So this is actually showing that AI influencers are no longer just an experiment. They are already proving to be effective and impactful in modern marketing.
This article discusses a hybrid approach, where brands combine human influencers and AI influencers. In this model, human influencers provide authenticity and emotional connection, while AI influencers provide control, consistency, and scalability. The hybrid strategy strengthens campaigns because it balances emotional stability and strategic messaging. Rather than replacing humans, AI is being integrated alongside them to increase sales. This matters because it changes how influence works in marketing. Traditionally, consumers trusted influencers because they are real people. Now, influence can come from something completely artificial. Brands gain more control, consistency, and scalability, but consumers may not always realize how engineered that influence is. It also raises ethical questions in authenticity, transparency, and manipulation. Overall, this trend signals a major shift in how trust and persuasion operate in the consumer markets. This connects directly to consumer attitudes. Attitudes have three components: cognitive, affective, and behavioral. AI influencers shape the cognitive component by providing structured products information. They shape the affective component through appealing visuals and personality design. They also influence the behavioral component by encouraging purchasing decisions. Because AI influencers are completely controlled, brands can carefully design all three components of attitude formation. This shows how attitudes toward products can be engineered through consistent, repeated exposure.
Our second connection is to the decision-making process that we learned about in Chapter 7. We also talked about this last time when we did our article on AI search recommendations, because AI is shortening the information search and evaluation stages of the decision-making process for people because they're actually giving them the recommendation themselves. AI influencers are completely reducing the effort that consumers have to go out and search for brands, especially when the influencer is explaining the product and not just like using it. We learned in this chapter that consumers often rely on heuristics or mental shortcuts because they want making a decision to be easy, and AI influencers are simplifying the decision for them by recommending the product, increasing familiarity around the product, but also without creating information overload like a typical commercial would. Our third connection is to Chapter 3 when we learned about perceiving. AI influencers can act as a powerful marketing stimuli because first they capture exposure by being on TikTok and Instagram, but also they capture your attention from whatever videos they're making. Typically I see lifestyle type videos and they're interesting because they look so real, but also whatever trends they're doing can just be interesting to people who don't know that they're not real because they look very real. However, attention can be grabbed by human influencers. What makes AI influencers so special is it gives brands the power to strategically design how consumers perceive them, and it reflects back on their brand, so they have complete perception control. The article talks about how even though these personalities are completely artificial, because consumers still perceive and assign meaning to them as real, relatable figures. For example, an AI influencer that is showing a sustainable lifestyle can reflect that the company is also sustainable. When consumers repeatedly see a product being endorsed by a consistent AI personality, it reduces uncertainty and speeds up the decision-making process. In the article, they talked about an influencer agency called Billion Dollar Boy, which found that 76% of consumers trust virtual influencers to inform their product recommendations. Therefore, we can conclude that the decision-making process is being influenced by AI influencers. In conclusion, it's just really interesting to see how brands are having more and more control and really going the extra mile with AI to join our social media platforms in a different type of influencer way, not just through AI on their own platform, but actually using influencers as well. So yeah, this is our works cited, and thank you.